Hello and welcome to the Club 12 podcast with me, Dave, and with Jamie. How are you?
I'm not bad, how are you?
I'm alright. It's been a good weekend. I had a double gig yesterday, so hence I'm sounding a wee bit rough.
My throat's a wee bit sore. I was shouting on Friday night.
Oh yeah?
A wee bit more than what I should have, to be honest.
I can imagine. We'll get to that in a minute.
But that's why I'm a wee bit croaky today too.
Okay. Well, thanks to King Kong Tattoo Company, our proud sponsors, located at Albert Square, Dundee, for all your tattoo and piercing needs. It's come up to my birthday, so if anybody asks me, says I'm an extra large sleeve.
Extra large sleeve?
I want a big sleeve. And I say sleeve, I'm kind of covered already, but I want some more. I'm just going to fill up a wee bit. I might get that. I quite fancy getting the Diego Maradona tattoo.
Get Maradona, Paul McGowan, maybe even Zaza in there too.
Depends on what kind of haircut Paul McGowan's sporting at the time. That's up for debate.
It's your tattoo, you can do what you want, fuck.
You're right, but
give him a mohawk.
I'm not getting what he's got just now.
No.
Definitely no. Right. What the fuck happened at Ayr?
Don't look at me.
It's your fault. You went.
It's not my fault.
You went on the bus. You weren't going to go. Then you weren't going. Then you weren't going to go. And then you went.
I went. It was like, Dad, I'm going to be honest. I was blurred. I can't really remember too much.
It's probably just as well.
But for what I do remember, we started alright. We scored after what felt like 30 seconds or something. And then it just kind of went out of fuck.
You think?
Well, we could go through all the goals and break it down and that, but at the end of the day we just weren't good enough, were we?
No.
It's as simple as that.
We weren't. I mean, the thing is, we won some second pass. We did, like, there was... Do you know, see when you get beat sometimes it's like, oh, we never won the second pass, we never did the basic things right, but won the odd thing here and there.
Well, if we're going to put a few positives on it, watching the highlights, we actually had more chances than what I kind of thought, or what it felt like anyway, during the game. Their second goals, as we were just saying, preventable, but it's a good goal. It's no many keepers are probably going to save that. The last thing as well was preventable, but it's another good goal too. So like we said last week, this week's going to be tight.
Do you hear the dog snoring there?
The dog snoring in the background. Apologies about that. Might put up a wee photo. She's pretty cute. But it was tough, was it?
It was a tough
one. As usual, I say sorry. These games are going to be tight, Ken. So we shouldn't feel too. We were bad, but we shouldn't feel too down about it because there's a long season to go. Ken.
Probably just as well. Probably just as well. Because currently we're sitting fifth in the table on 7 points. Ayr are storming away with it. They're on 11. Partick and Queen's Park are on 10. Morton are just above us on 8. Then we've got Wraiths on 6, Hamilton on 6, Cali on 5, Cove on 3 and Arbroath on 2. I'm quite surprised with that actually.
I'm not actually that surprised, to be honest with you, because they lost the Jack Hamilton, but the good Jack Hamilton.
The good Jack Hamilton.
The windy
one. The real Jack Hamilton.
The real one,
I wonder if that's what his handle is on Instagram. The real Jack Hamilton.
We'd be ticking at.
So do you know that app that you get, Who Knows Wins?
Yeah, it's Cy Ferry's app.
Right, so when I joined that, do you know how you need to upload a picture and stuff?
No, I can't remember.
Right, so well anyway, you upload like...
Did you put your photo up?
No, right, so what I did was, so my profile on it's the real Donald Trump, right?
I remember that actually.
So I put a photo of Donald Trump and it wouldn't accept it because it said it was a celebrity. So I put the editor on and got a wee pen and gave him a wee moustache and a beard. And that's now my profile photo. He accepted it.
Did it work?
I totally accepted it. Fucking brilliant, eh? Oh, it was brilliant. Anyway, our Instagram and Facebook, because I keep forgetting about this.
Yeah.
So it's at the Club 12 podcast. As I said before, slide into our DMs, let us care what's happening.
Give us some abuse.
I'm up for that. You did a wee poll on Instagram, did you?
It was last night or the night before. I was just,
I didn't mean like a bird.
I was just
I mean like
I was just sitting funny about, and it was after the Ayr game actually, and I just wanted to get people's perspective of what they thought we had to improve. So I was actually quite surprised. So the first thing I said was, right, where defensively do we hate to improve the most? The 3 options: option 1, the keeper; option 2, the full-backs; and option 3 was the centre-halves. And me and you, straight away, we'd say keeper, right?
Yeah.
We'd say keeper. But the majority was the full-backs, which I was surprised, and then I thought about it, and I was like, come on, no really.
I didn't disagree with you.
Nah, me neither. And we've had the same full-backs now for a good couple of years, and we're not really seeing any improvement, but that's what they were saying. The centre-halves was actually... So the centre-halves, was more than the keeper.
Yeah, it's like 56% or something.
No, that was the...
Oh, right,
that was the fullbacks,
okay.
but I was quite surprised about that. But fullback seems to be the priority, and I can't really disagree with that, to be honest with you.
I mean, I said last time I thought Marshall was poor at Morton the week before. Well, we've conceded a lot of goals. I mean, not as many as that shite over the road, but
we'll get to that.
We have conceded too many goals for my liking already for title contenders.
Exactly, and I said last week that we'll do well to come straight back up and win that league. And the way that we're playing now, we're scoring goals. Like, scoring goals doesn't really look like it's going to be an issue. But we hate to tighten up, or we're not really going to. And sorry, I'm rambling on. I said as well, see when we came up with James McPake the COVID season and we won through the playoffs, right? I said at the time that we've not got a good enough team to go up, and I didn't want us to go up if we're not good enough, because there's no point in us coming back down, going up, getting more hopes up, and then coming right back down again. If we're going to go up, it has to be right. We hate a good enough team in the park, and right now we didn't really hate that, I don't think.
No, I totally agree with you.
We need some more bodies in. Like.
There is a wee bit of time before the transfer window.
Fuck, we're saying that every week. We're not doing anything.
We've not done much yet. There was one cracking addition to the team this week. Paul McMullen's baits.
Yes.
Did you see them? He took his dirty wee tangerine shed baits, went outside and threw them in the bin, hopefully. Okay, hold on, Greenings.
And he got an assist.
Exactly. Yeah. So McMullen, keep that up. That was
saved us a few quid, because we were meaning to start the GoFundMe page for him.
Exactly. At that time, you had another.
I hope he's tuned in and listened and thought, "Fuck, I need to change my baits." People are making podcasts about it and on. But that was because I texted you, did I? I was like, "You're never going to believe it."
I was like, "No danger." Never even noticed.
No, that was a good wee surprise.
So anyway, transfer window. I mean, well, we're quite fucking KGB secretive about this, aren't we? You didn't care really what's happening.
See, I do like that about Dundee, though, the fact that we're not linked with everybody and it's in the papers and everybody kens who we're going to sign. One thing about Nellens is when he goes for somebody, or when we as a club go for somebody, as you said, we didn't really get a clue who it is until about 12 hours before signing them, and that's if we even get to know. Okay, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But we need to get our finger out and fucking strengthen that team if we're going to have any chance of going up this season.
Absolutely. I feel like we need to improve over the park now. Like a few weeks ago I was thinking, Kim, what might be alright, it's Ken, we've had a good wee run in the League Cup.
Come on, Dad, it's the same team. Apart from Grayson and maybe Robinson and French, it's the same fucking team we've been used to.
What do you think I'm saying that Sean Byrne could go?
I'm not too bothered about that, to be honest with you. Look here, Byrne gets stuck in. That's one thing you can't deny about him, right? If you're wanting a 50-50 bar to be one, he's probably the guy that you put in front of him. But as a attacking midfielder or somebody with a wee bit of creativity about him, he's not that type of player, is he?
No, he's not.
So I'm not too bad about that, but I could see why a few fans would be, because we could have done me a wee bit more fight the other night. I was hearing people trying to compare him with Grayson, and I thought that was a wee bit harsh, because Grayson's he's only just moved. He's moved to a different country 3 weeks ago, albeit it's only up the road. But the boy's settling in. He's only had 2 games. He didn't really look fit in his first game either. So we need to give him a wee bit more of a chance. But it's I'm not too bad about Byrne. What about you?
I mean, I think there's a a tackle-winning midfielder. He's probably one of the best we've got, but his distribution yet is not overly great.
But pass it sideways, very good, which I could do and you could do.
But then there's sometimes you need somebody like that in the team while lets the other people play. But I don't think we've got the other people to do that. I was thinking though that like if you could go back, right? Let's say you could go back, you could pick any player for the past, right? So you get two choices, right? What do you think we should bring in?
What we could bring? So if I was to choose any player, past or present,
any player, past or present, played for Dundee in the past, got to played for Dundee.
Or got to played for us.
I mean, you can't pick fucking Maradona.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. I was just trying to think of the second then. Right, well. So
you get two players, right?
Speroni. Speroni's going in the goal, and Caballero. Or Caniggia. Caballero. Come on, Caniggia is obviously a Dundee hero and everybody loves him, but Caballero was brilliant. Do you remember watching? Like, I was still wee. How old would I have been? What? Like, very young, 5 or 6 or something, but I still remember wee bits of him, and he was got to be Caballero.
He was. I can't.
You'd say right. So you'd say Tommy Coyne. Surely
I'm actually not going to say Tommy Coyne.
Hey, danger.
I'm not going to say it because he needs somebody else to play with him. You can't hit a lone forward now.
A lone Tommy Coyne.
Right, you can't hit a single Tommy Coyne up front. If you're going to hit a single Tommy Coyne, you're going to need a Keith Wright to go with him,
right,
or somebody of that ilk, right? And I would actually go for Georgie
Nimzadze. See, it was toying me him,
because in the middle of the park, right, he gets stuck in, he could win bars at the back, he wins tackles 50-50s, but he was also probably the most creative player I've ever seen. See that, so the second goal, Wansara scores in the 3-0 kit, right, his second goal. Nimzadze tacks 3 shed players out without actually touching the bat. He actually steps over it and steps back, and the 3 of them just shatter and he nips it in, and it's a great goal. So I'd hate him. I would probably go with Speroni too, because goalkeeper's an issue for me just now. It is. I'm not going to lie. Big Rab was a good goalie. Bobby Geddes was a good goalie. I remember there was a goalie called Tam Carson, and he wasn't bad. He was back in the day.
I
remember that he played 172 games for Dumbarton before he joined Dundee, and that's stolen for a phrase on. Remember when? Well, you'll not remember it, but we beat United 4-3 at Tannadice.
I've seen it. That's when John Brown scores.
So that's when Tam Carson bounced in the bat at the start. That's what Archie McPherson says. I used to ken every single word of that because Granny had it on it was an LVHS videotape. And you seen the clip when it goes purple when John Brown scores? So John Brown kind of scores a flying header and the screen goes purple, and I always thought that was just Granny's old video, because it was shite. But it turns out that actually happened on the telly. So Speroni and Nimzadze, they'd probably be the two that I would.
Me too.
I mean, Gary Harkins was good, but I don't think he's quite Georgie.
Bobby Mann. Remember Bobby Mann?
Remember Bobby Mann?
I wouldn't have thrown him in, but we could deal with Bobby Mann.
I mean, to be fair, somebody like that, or Big Lee Wilkie, big job.
So we've got 3 centre halves essentially, right? We've got Sweeney, French, and Ashcroft.
I think you'll find Ashcroft's now a striker.
What was that? Come on, right? I think Boyer was just kind of going for broke a wee bit. He thought, what? Fuck it. What else are we going to do? And I'm alright with that, because he was thinking something different.
I've also that's the kind of thing you do in the cup. I don't know why I think that, but
I thought I was hearing a stroke. I was like, is that fucking Ashcroft? And he was up there fucking winning headers and that.
I was surprised to see that, but
right, so
does that show a lack of faith in Rudden, or was he too tired?
So when did Rudden, was he still on the park at that point?
He got whipped off.
And
Ashcroft went on straight as well.
It was a weird thing. I think he was just trying, because we weren't really winning the second bars, I thought, up the park. Like when the ball was getting hoofed up for Harry Sharp or whatever, the header between the striker and their centre half. We didn't really win that, I thought, enough. But yeah, we've got 3 centre halves, right? Sweeney's got sent off the other day, right?
So he'll be. Does that mean he's at the League Cup?
I'm no sure. I would drop him for that game anyway, because I didn't think he was anywhere near good enough on Friday night. And here he won his headers and your normal centre half stuff, but he was fucking all over the place in that second half.
He was a wee bit.
The sending off, you thought, well, you didn't think it was
a throw-in.
You thought it was a Dundee bar. He was getting so,
and I think it was a petty sending off, right? Okay, it's dissent going by the rules, right? But come on, referee, for fuck's sake.
Sweeney was getting some amount of pelters, because it was because we were all just waiting to get out, waiting for the referee to blow the whistle, and that was round about when he got sent off. And there was this wee laddie, he must have been about 8 or 9, and he was like, "Sweeney, you're meant to be your fucking captain." I was just like, "On you go, wee man."
Good. Get him
tell. But I think we could we need to strengthen half of the park. We could pick positions here and there, but at the end of the day, we're no good enough to go right back up and be competitive.
The biggest question I've got for Friday night is, did anybody shout on the bus this week?
No.
We've not got to the bottom of the Phantom toilet, or not?
No, that is kind of been washed away.
Been flushed away.
Here there was no bus was bra, there was no shites, no bad smell. It was pretty good. It was probably the best part of the day, to be honest with you. When
was it a long drive home?
No, we were obviously sitting here a few drinks and we didn't really want to get off the bus. We actually asked the driver if he could go up to Aberdeen and come back in, so we could stay on it. But it was the best part about the day, about the away game, is it? Sitting.
It is most of the time.
But it went in quite quick, to be honest with you. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, good. Right, so any of the things I forgot to speak about last week, and I did actually have some notes and I'd written it down, but they're talking about, well, I say they're talking about women's football's coming to Dens. Now, is it fair on us to be fucking heartbroken twice by a team in a week? Right, come on, we've got enough carry on with a men's team. Do we need the heartbreak for a women's team?
So I was saying that the other night.
I think it's
I didn't care what I do this to myself for every week. That's what I was saying the other night, right? Because it's heartbreaking sometimes. It's good when you win, right? But when you don't, it's brutal. And I can't watch that twice a week. It's no good for my mental health. It's no. I tell you what though, see if we get United for the women's team, I'm probably going to go and watch that again. And I never thought I'd say that, but I really would, because it's always good beating United, and their women's team got a bit of a doing the other week, and I think they took 7 for Celtic last week too.
Well, it seems to be a bit of a habit, something that says it filtering through the club.
I think so. I think the youth team got 7 and that. But
apparently what the plan is, right, is they're going to have some kind of organised groups over the next couple of years, and then in 2 years' time they'll have built a team.
I think it'll be hopefully by the time we get in our stadium, because ideally what they'll probably do is mark a wee kind of like the training grounds or something they want to put beside it. That's probably where the women's team will play. So I wouldn't imagine it would happen until if we move to Camperdown. Nelms is quite good business wise, I think. Don't get me wrong, his decision making at times has been a wee bit poor, but with a business money head on, he kens what he's doing. So I'm all for it.
Good. Me too. I mean, there's loads of young lassies playing football now. When I was wee, that didn't really happen at all. The closest we had in our league was our mate Barry Cullen had long hair. That was about as close as we got to a lassie played in our fucking football league. But like my mate Tony for the band, his 2 young lassies are, I think they're 11, 9, 10, something like that. The 2 of them are fucking brilliant. They're great football players.
No, they are. I remember, so when it was me, actually, I think you were at this game. I can't remember, I think it was when I was with Dundee, and we played the Scotland women's team. Remember, they were like, so we were like under under 12s or 11s, and they were about under 18, and they were pure. I remember turning up like, we want to play a bunch of lasses at
arsehole right out you say.
No, we beat them. I'm sure.
Nah,
we did. I'm sure we beat them.
Nah.
I want to say we beat them 2-1. They're full of shite.
Well, maybe.
But I remember thinking we were what, because we didn't host. We didn't. It was even as fuck. But I remember turning up thinking, we want to play a bunch of lassies, and they were like 6 foot. It's like, oh fucking hell.
Because it was Lassie what I played in that match at right back. I actually worked with her at Tesco, and she was a banging wee football player. I can't remember her name.
Not me neither.
Anyway, so you beat Lassie. Did you get bait?
No, but
you got bait.
No, we didn't. But the point I'm making is that they were good. They were really good. Obviously they're a wee bit older than me, but lassies do play football a lot more. Yeah.
We played a gig a couple of years ago for a local lassies football team, and I tell you what, there's some fucking hardy drinkers in that team. Like, you should have seen the state of them, and pints, nips, shots,
sex on the beach.
Oh, honestly, what an absolute mess they were in. Looked like they had a great night. League Cup. We're at that stage of the conversation. League Cup. Now, there's a couple of things about League Cup. I personally think that this week, if it doesn't happen by Tuesday, right, if United get beat this week, Agent Ross will get the Fleetwood Mac.
Yep.
Right, he's getting the punt. However, is Gary Bowyer on the sticky with it? If we get beat for Falkirk in the League Cup?
Nah. Boyer's alright. Alright. Yeah.
How fucking embarrassing would that be if we get beat in the League Cup for Falkirk?
It'd be embarrassing, and there would be boos, and people would be shouting and swearing and on. But
be as embarrassing as tacking 9.
No. Right, so that wouldn't account to speak about. Should they speak about Bowyer or the fact United just took 9 like a Sunday league team?
Well, split it in the bit, because to be honest with you, it's a sad state. Right, this leads me on to another point. It's a brutal, sad state of affairs of football in this city, right? Because our both teams have got to hope for is that the other end gets pumped, and at the minute we're getting pumped less. that's the only difference, right?
That's the harsh reality of it. So just going on to Bowyer, right? I don't think he'd be under pressure for you to get beat for them, because I've got faith in Bowyer. I think we should give him a year or a couple, well, more than a year, because it takes more than a year to get your team properly playing the way that you want to play.
And I think as well, when he was at Salford, he did hear a pretty bad start, and then come on to quite.
He's not a terrible start either. I think look, we could have had more points on the board, but. Nah, we need to stick with Bowyer.
Got fucking Ayr United. That's a terrible start.
I can, but it's the same team as what we fucking had last year. We've seen them. They were rotten. Can. I think we need to stick with him. But as far as Agent Ross is concerned, I think next week he should try and get a draw.
Try and hang in a wee
bit longer, because. They're fucking.
What I think's the best bit about it just now, right, is apart from the fact that they're getting pumped rotten, right, 23 goals in 4 games, right. The best bit about it is, see the commentators' pusses are the ex-Shed boys, right? So over the past couple of weeks I've seen Jackie McNamara, Stephen Thompson, John Rankin. It's been fucking bliss. It's been absolute fucking heaven.
And we were on about the keeper. So remember how they changed their keeper? Right, so the first keeper took 7. So the first keeper took 11, right? The second keepers took what's that? 9, 12. So he brought in the second boy, who's actually conceded more than the first boy.
Why did they bring it next? Fucking Kitman.
It's funny as fuck.
What's washing your kit at Dennis now? We've not had a Ken, no, since Lorraine's gone.
I'm not sure.
Have you replaced the kit woman? Do we need to do that before the transfer window ends? That should be the rules, like, see, in our football clubs, Abdi, right, the manager, the chairman, the admin staff, ground staff, Abdi, you could only move in the transfer window, right, Ken. So Betty for the kit room gets a call for fucking Brentford saying, "Oh, do you want to come and do a pre-contract to us to be your kit woman in January?" Athens should be like that.
Signing on a boss now.
Gentle hen agent.
Yeah, that's maybe how Lorraine left. We didn't really can, do we?
Maybe he's just couldn't agree terms.
She maybe got to move to Celtic and got some more wages. I'm not sure. But I don't think I've not seen anybody new in the dugout anyway. So maybe they're just marking fucking Ken like the worst trainer or something, which would probably be Paul McMullen with them bits on. However,
he did change his bits.
So we'll let him off with that. I'm going to say the worst trainer this week's fucking Jordan Marshall. That kid, son. Give him your bits around. Nah, it's the way it should be. They've come out. I'm going to pick on Marshall a wee bit because he's been fucking. Again, you were on about him last week, but I was kind of on the fence a wee bit. But after that the other night, fuck me, man.
I've liked Marshall over the years, right? He's been fairly consistent. He's played fairly well, but the past few games he's just looked like he doesn't want to be there.
McCowan's going to be a sailing, I think, as well.
That just a bit
of appreciation for the bar that he put in for our first goal against Ayr. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Because it was the same as the goal for Robinson too,
against Arbroath. What a delivery he's got, man. Hopefully he's not out for too long. But mind you, we've got Niall McGinn stepping on that left hand side take in, which isn't probably too much of a downgrade, to be honest with you. So that's not only positive to talk, but he's going to be a wee bit of a miss, I think.
I think so, because that's 12 goals he's set up for that position. Good swinging bars, and to be fair, he's put a few bars in the box like that. You can. So if you're getting 2 or 3 a game at him, you're getting folk on the end of it, you're going to get goals.
Yeah. Now the boy on the end of it. So we're on about that poll that we done. So I done another one that was something about like, what do you want, Robinson or Ruthin to be up front? And the majority of people said Robinson. There was like honestly, a couple of boys who put Ruthin and Ruthin started the past 2 games. A few people thought we should play them up front together. I'm not convinced.
Teams just didn't do that.
Nah, there's no 4-4-2 anymore. It just doesn't exist.
Like I say, that's how I'm not bringing back Tommy Coyne. Because I mean, if we needed goals, then Der Bomber, he was your man. Like, thing is, see a lot of these goals. A lot of them, half of them went in. Like, there was in where the last time we beat Celtic at Dens, right, I think it was fucking 1988 or something. Keith Wright done this in the back come him, and he kind of let it run through his legs and then run round the player. Whipped the bar to Tommy Coyne, and then Tommy Coyne kind of fazes and stumbles, and the bar hits his knee and goes in.
I've seen that.
He did that all the time.
See that wee dummy, is it Keith Wright you said? That wee dummy before it's absolutely superb. It's pure old school, it's great.
I can't mind the boy what it's against, somebody called Lex. Big English guy, played for Celtic. They were rotten back then. No, like, so, well, right, so Ken United got pumped, right, but did you see the goals? Right, now, do you care what I mean on FIFA if somebody scores a sweaty?
Yep.
Right, now,
United took a couple of sweaties, did that?
There was 8 sweaties that I seen. 8 sweaties, and I think there was a good header that went in off the post.
Nah, 8 of them was a belter for the wee Chinese guy. The infuriates in the box.
That was not
bad. But there were United defensively. Come on, we didn't want to make this podcast about. We didn't really want to speak about them, right?
But a team tax 9.
But when they're getting pumped as much as what they are, we hate to mention them because they're. Honestly, defensively, they looked fucking dreadful. And I mentioned it, Seagrist. You tuck him out their team and look what you get.
I thought he was actually going to
come on
because Joe Hart got kicked in the bus
after about 1 minute. But what a difference a keeper makes, because they look nothing like what they were. Come on, they weren't even that great last year. They were just sturdy. You couldn't score against them. Remember when we played them at Tannadice and we just fucking could not get the ball in the net. Do you think the teams that Celtic have drew in Europe, right, maybe not so much Madrid, but the other 2 teams will look at that result and go, fucking hell, 9-0? Nah.
And do you think they'll be like, was it just 9 or did the papers just report it?
Like a few of them would have tuned in and seen Alkmaar game they were doing a few weeks ago. and just thought, fuck, nah.
Abdi geese there would do it.
Abdi must just pump them. But nah, they're here. Ross is under a sugary peg, like. I can't believe the United fans, a few of them stayed.
I can't. Brave bastards,
fuck staying and watching that.
I think it was because they were getting picked up and they couldn't go. They didn't want to stand in the corner for fucking 50 minutes in the car.
I think a few of them were outside the ground. I heard wanting answers for the board about what's going on. Come on, every time they get bit, mind the year that they got relegated with McNamara and other fans were pure like, we deserve better and fucking European nights to relegation fights, and I'm like, shut your puss. Ken, just fucking pack it as it is. You're shite. You've always been shit.
You'll always be shite.
Ken, couple of raft ends and they're shouting at the board. Imagine we done that every time we got bit. Outside the main stand, right? Nah, we want answers. Come on, the fuck, we'd be there every fucking week.
And have you seen I noticed it because when on the highlights on the telly they went to Fat Tony, right? How much does he look like he works in a chitter? He does, he looks like Fat Tony is pure appropriate. He's not quite Fat Tony what I used to be in the Adler chip shop when I was wee, but
he still has that chip shop. Does he? De Niro's. Is that not the guy that has De Niro's?
I don't know, Ken. He used to have the chip shop in Perth when I lived in Perth.
Alright, nah, different guy. But nah, Tony looks like just a big fucking fat mobster who does the game that he's doing. You can picture him, doesn't it? You can picture him just sitting in his office, fucking me, getting 12 cans of Coke, fucking packet of crisps, fucking Mars bar,
pizza,
Ken sitting watching the American football. You got some pie? We got some pie over here. Get some pepperoni.
Oh shit!
Fat old bastard.
Right. Okay. So well, look, League Cup. We're going to do a wee prediction. So the next game.
It's going to be hard to predict this next game because I think it'll be a hard game. Again, we should be beating Falkirk, but I think I'm going to go for. We'll go extra time if we draw.
Right. Well, I'll go extra time. Oh no.
Or will it be a replay?
No, it'll be extra time and then penalties.
Extra time and then penalties. Right, I'm going to go for I'm going to come up. This is a shite prediction, but I'm going to say it. I think it'll be 2-2 because defensively we're poor, and I think we'll beat them in extra time. 2-2, 90 minutes. We'll beat them in extra time.
Alright, I do think we'll brush them aside.
Do you?
I do.
Have they had a great start?
I can.
I saw them on Sky Sports News fucking scoring a couple of goals, but they're in League One. It can't be.
I can.
And they're no hosing it. They're no fucking. It's no like.
And I think, are they part time just now? They're part time again, Falkirk, yeah. Because they're any of the teams that they kind of jump between full time and part time.
I thought they were always full time.
I'm not sure.
Oh fuck, we're
not sure.
Hopefully we give them a bit of doing, but I think we might give it a harder game than I think, and I don't think we're as good as what we think we are either. So I'm going to go for a shaky 2-2 draw.
No, I do think we'll beat them.
I think we'll get through it eventually.
I'm going to say 2-0, but I think it'll be an uncomfortable 2-0. And if Paul McWilliam's wearing his new bits, then I hope he scores first and sets up an assist.
And tags his tap off and there's another tap on that says I'm sorry.
Still not forgiven, but thanks, I appreciate the message. Anyway, right, in some other news, reports in Italy suggest that Paul Pogba has been the target of death threats from an organised gang. Graham Souness has distanced himself from any responsibility of this.
Excuse me.
Lee Griffiths, he was led out to bagpipes as he scored on his debut for Australian pub league side Mandara City. Michael Stewart is still a prick and Dundee United are still shite. This has been the Club 12 podcast. Thanks very much to our sponsors at King Kong Tattoo Company, Albert Square Dundee, for all your tattoo and piercing needs, and we'll see you next week. Cheers, goodbye.